school started again. I just waited for this one cable so that I can do better with recording. But anyway, I'm back now. But anyway, that is the Aussie helicopter remote. Just my phone case. Random assortment, like I told you. You guys won't believe what happened to me this week. First, I got my money like I usually do every month, and bought this stuff that I'm using now. And one of my friends wanted to go out to pool, and I was like, oh shit, I still have to pay for my phone. But I was like, maybe I can do that later. And the thing is, if I go with my friend to play pool, that was yesterday or the day before that, can't remember, then I won't have enough money for the weekend, because the weekend, my best friend is having a birthday, but I wasn't sure if I was gonna go, but now I'm going. So I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be a bit tight for money, hey? So I went to pool, to play some pool with my friend. Later we went to his house, I helped him a bit, and I got home and I was like, whew, let's see how much money I have for the weekend. And I don't know, maybe I had like $40. No, less. No. $30. And I was like, oh crap, this ain't gonna be enough. But at least my mom said she'll pitch in. So I'm going to my friend. But let me tell you a story. Let me tell you the story of when we had break and I went to one of my friend's parties. Now, last time I went to his party, it was quite chaotic. I don't know even if YouTube will allow me. No, they probably allow me to talk about this. But anyway, we were at the party and we were drinking some Coke. And one of my friends, it was quite funny, one of my friends had a bit too much to drink, and he was like, no, maybe I'm gonna go sleep. And we were all like, okay, but just as long as you're okay. And midway upstairs, he he fell down. All of us were sitting on the couch, by the way. But he fell down. One of my friends got up and said, oh, we gotta help him. Everyone was just staring. Next moment, the friend that fell down started throwing up. And that was kind of disgusting. But anyway, my friend that stood up to help him was like, come on, please help. All of us just stared, and I was like, let me just go help him. And I stood up, and he started throwing up, and I was like, oh no, I don't want to help him, but I have to. So then I stood up and I went, and I was like taking his arm and pulling him up with my other friend taking the other arm. But the smell, oh my god, the smell was horrible. So just maybe I wasn't a good friend then, but I dropped him right there on the floor and I said, nope, no, you're gonna do it alone. Then my friend's father came asked me to get the bucket. I went, I fetched the bucket, and I gave it to him. Next moment, he threw ice in. He threw ice in the bucket. And I was like, oh no, I don't like where this is going. And he poured cold water in there and just threw it on my friend. It was like, if you can hear me, say my name. And all he did was, no, no. I was like, that was so funny. Maybe it's terrible of me. So I'm just gonna start tapping with one of the triangles I use in my technical drawings. Let me go on with the story. And he starts throwing cold water with ice on him, and he didn't say my friend's father's name. He just groaned. He was like, no, no, and he did it like 3 or 4 times. My friend's father threw the water on him 3 or 4 times, and that was so funny. Maybe I'm a bad friend, I don't know, but it was funny to me at least. The next day when we all woke up, it's like, how late? Like 10 o'clock, no, 10 a.m. And we asked him, is he okay? Does he need to go to a doctor? Because that was quite a large fall. And he was like, no, I'm okay, don't worry. And we were like, okay, no problem, but can you at least remember what happened yesterday? And he was like, no, I can't. And we all just burst out in laughter. And now we had a party for 3 days, consecutive days, which was quite fun. But anyway, can you even hear the sound of the triangle? Whatever. Jeez, it's quite dirty. But anyway, and then the next day we started again, and we asked him, is he gonna drink at least a bit? He said no, not even a tiny bit, and we were like, okay, it's fine, we won't judge you. You had a pretty hard fall the previous day, and nightfall came, and me and my friend wanted to take a walk, and we invited another friend, so there's 3 of us wanted to take a walk. But one of my friends that was in the house just came running out and said, no, I want to walk too. They live in a big estate, by the way. But anyway, as we were walking, we first said no, but then he said no, he can walk straight, he is fine.